Bonjour les étudiants. It's time for another listening practice.
Bonjour, hola, and welcome foreign language students. Today I'm here to show you how to add symbols as you're typing in a foreign language. Now please keep in mind that on the ELC it's always going to be the same, but when I show you word processors it's going to be a little bit different. So be sure to ask for help if you're looking for a specific word processor and it's not quite working out as you see here. So first off, let's talk about the ELC. Now here you can add in symbols because inevitably as you're typing in a foreign language, you're going to need to add symbols like accents and other things. So what I'm going to do here is show you how to do it on the ELC. Now as you can see, I'm in a place where teachers always end up going, which is in a label, somewhere that you don't normally go. You'll see them, but you don't edit them. However, this same toolbar up here will appear whenever you're working in a forum, submitting online text in an assignment, or if you have to type inside of a quiz. So let's go ahead and do this. Over here in the left-hand corner, you're going to notice a More Buttons button. Click on it, and then over here we're going to have an omega symbol. This allows us to insert a character, which is also a symbol, which will let us have the full list of symbols that we can add. Now here, as you can see, we have uppercase versions and lowercase versions, and there are tons of them, so it should be able to cover all of the typical symbols that you will run into. So for example, let me write a word in French, à bientôt, which is see you soon. So à, F-R-A, and then I'm going to type bien, T, need another symbol, and it is here. A bientôt. Perfect. So in that case, as you can see, all I did was click here, pick the ones that I needed. As soon as I clicked on them, it added them, and there we go. So as you can see, very simple on the ELC. I know it's a little bit of a pain because you have to hit this button, but it's not all that bad, all things considered. Now let's talk about word processor. After all, you might need to type different things in the foreign language, or you might find it easier to type in your word processor than copy and paste into here. So I'm going to open up Microsoft Word. I have 2013, so if you don't have the same version, no worries. It's probably very similar. If not, then like I mentioned, let us know and we will do what we can to help out. So in this case, let me go ahead and I'm going to type the same thing, a bientôt. Now to do that, we need to go in this case with this program to insert and then to symbol. Now in each word processor, there should be a place where you can add in symbols. So here, as you can see, it drops down and gives me some symbols that are very common, none that I've used, but common ones. So I'm going to click on more symbols, and then since I need an uppercase A with the accent, I'm going to scroll up and find it. Insert, then I'm going to click down here to type bien, T, and then my O that I need is right here. Insert, T. Perfect. Now, imagine with me for a moment that I wanted to write more words. The cool thing about doing it in your word processor is that you can use shortcut keys. And shortcut keys are typically listed in the same place where you are typing or where you are inserting them. So for example, if I wanted to add this O here, the O with the circumflex over it, I can click on it, or I can actually use a shortcut key. So in this case, it's Control with the little hat, which is on the number 6, and an O. So let's give it a shot. Oops, Control 6, O, oops, nope. Sometimes it doesn't work out quite right. Control Shift 6, O, whoops, nope. Sometimes they're very difficult. Let me show you one that I know well. If you hit Control, apostrophe, and E, oops, I'm taking too long, that's what the problem is. There we go. Then it creates, oops, then it creates the symbol that I need. And it works for all kinds of different ones. So as you can see, even though my O failed, some of my others don't. So like if I need the C with the tail on it, I can type that by hitting Control, the apostrophe, and C at the same time, and it will create that. So it works best if you know them well and can click them all very quickly, because otherwise sometimes, as you saw, it can do some pretty weird things. So anyways, using shortcut keys is awesome. Easy way to use the letters that you use commonly. Otherwise, insert, symbol, and just adds the one that you need. Now, as for the dictionary, after all, let's be honest, it's really, really, really annoying when you're typing and it's telling you that everything's wrong. So if you're using newer versions of Microsoft Word where it has the ribbon, here's where you should be able to find the dictionary. Or even if you're not using Word, odds are you have a dictionary involved as well. So here what we'll do is hit Review, and then right here we can go to Language, and I can set the proofing language. In this case, I've already picked French, and it's French from France. So if you're in the French class, pick French from France. Otherwise, I could scroll down, find Spanish, pick the appropriate form of Spanish. I would guess probably from Spain, but I would double check with your teacher. And then you just click OK when you've chosen the language. And as you can see, it goes ahead and tells me that it's right. So even though in English this would be totally wrong, it's correct here. And as you can see, it even does some cool things with the punctuation where it adds the space in even though I didn't type it. Since that's how they typically do it, it went ahead and did it for me. So that's the basics of how to type foreign languages on your computer. As always, if you have any questions, you need help finding a way to type them in your word processor, or you need help finding the dictionary, just let Mrs. Cannon know. And you guys have a wonderful day and start to the school year.